Welcome to the CCLI Reviews channel, where I give you an up-close and personal look at all sorts of products you can find online, from wireless keyboards to lawn sprinklers and just about everything in between. Then I give you my honest opinion of them. If you're curious, CCLI stands for Cord Cutters LI, my parent channel where thousands of people have learned to save money on their cable bill. But here at CCLI Reviews, it's all about the products you're interested in. So if you're ready to see what I have to show you today, sit back, relax, and let's go. Alright, so I want to show you this robot, this pool robot that I just bought for my 18-foot above ground pool. This is made by Coast Steering. I've had it for a week. I've really put it to the test. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's a low budget pool cleaner. You could spend 5, 10, 20 times the amount of this pool cleaner to clean your pool, but I feel that this one does the job pretty well for me so far from what I've seen. I'm going to show you everything about it. Let me go ahead and take it apart, or take the top off and show you inside. Comes up with these 4 clips at the top pretty easily. Just unsnap and the top will come off. I'll show you the bottom in a second, but up close inside, this is the actual motor itself. Basically it's a pump, it's a vacuum. I'll show you how it works. You know, it's a little bit easier to explain in the bottom of the base, but it has the battery charging port right here. Comes with a battery charger and a 4-foot cable. This is let's see, looks like 12.6 volts at 1.8 amps. So we'll put that over there away from the pool. Gonna put this down. Now it comes with this nice handle, which is cool. The way that this works is it's a self-propelled system. These wheels I'm going to talk to you about in a second. There's no motors on these wheels. The way that the robot moves around is by the actual vacuum force of the motor that's going. So when it's going forward, you see these 2 flaps on the front and the back. If it's going in this direction, this flap will stay closed. This one will open up. It'll kind of open up like this, and you'll see the water thrusting out the back. That in turn makes it go through these little, sucks the debris up into these little 2 rectangular slots here, and it has brushes here that will scoop the stuff into these slots as it moves around. A little bit more about these wheels. It has a couple of different patterns that you can use as far as how the robot moves around: tight curves, straight curves. And these wheels can be adjusted a little bit. You basically put them in. It depends on which way you put them into each of the grooves, and it's pretty easy to see in a little bit. Anyway, flipping this over, you have this compartment, which is good. As you can see, it has a nice screen, very, very fine screen. This is going to be able to pick up, small debris without any problems whatsoever. Sand. Small leaves. I'll get to leaves in a little bit. And it fits, and it's keyed. As you can see, there's a very distinct shape here. So it fits only one way. You can't put it on any other way. It won't work. And it also fits only in one direction. It won't go on this way either. It must go on this way and only this way. And then basically the top will go back onto it. You follow the key as well, and it snaps right on like that. All 4 snaps, and away you go. It has a handle here. There's a scoop. It has a handle here. This is the only assembly that's required. There's basically 4 screws underneath that attach this to this top part of the robot, and that's all the assembly needed. It comes with a nice hook. I'll show you that in a minute. To be able to fish the robot out of the pool. When it's done, it has this auto parking feature, so when the battery is pretty low, I'll get to the blinking lights in a little bit, but when the battery is pretty low and it knows that it's going to be at the end of its life, it will go to the side of the pool and just stay there, which is kind of nice. So the way that this works is I've fully charged it. Takes about 3 hours or so to charge, maybe 2.5 hours. One thing to note when you do charge it, that you'll see that it's going to be blinking. The adapter, the power adapter, has a light on it that is going to stay red for the most of the charging time. This here will go green, but when this is green and the power adapter is red, it's not fully charged yet. You need to wait for the power adapter and this little LED in here to be green, and then you know it's fully charged. So to get it going, all you need to do is hold this little button in here and you'll see the lights light up. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. You can let go and they'll cycle through. Right, like that, it's green. And the way you do it is you put it into the pool. You hold it until pretty much all the bubbles come out. That lets you know it's filled with water. And then at that point you can just go ahead and drop it. Goes down to the bottom and away it goes. So as you can see, that little port at the bottom there opens up, and that's how it moves around the pool. So you'll see the green light blinking as it's going along. It hits something, in this case the pool ladder. The green light changes to white. You'll see one flap close. The back flap opens, and then it takes off in the other direction. Okay, so I've had this going for a little while now. I should have shown you there was a good amount of leaves and debris in the bottom of this pool before I put it in. And you'll get used to seeing the speed of the pool cleaning robot, and this is slower than normal. I could see it. So if and when that happens, it's best to go ahead and scoop it out and clean out the debris in there, because chances are it could be a little clogged or whatever with debris. This robot is great for picking up little sand, small leaves and things like that around the pool, but some larger leaves, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you a demonstration how it doesn't do well with large leaves. But here I am, I'm picking it up to the edge, kind of put it on the edge of the pool, give it a minute or two to kind of drain the water out before I open it up. And I'll show you basically what we're going to do. Going to go ahead and turn it off, hold in the buttons until the lights go out, open up the 4 clips, take the top off, and go ahead and remove that screen. And you can see how much muck and leaves and, just junk is in there. So we're going to go ahead and dump that out, put that in the flower bed for fertilizer. And we're going to put it back on. And again, this fits only one way. This is kind of nice. And we'll put the lid back on. Then we're going to, after I get the lid on, we're going to go ahead and close up the 4 clips. Looks like I had the back one a little bit, the clip kind of closed on me, but that happens. And then hold in the power button again until you see the lights go to green, and slowly drop it in, let the bubbles kind of dissipate. When most of the bubbles are gone, you let go, let it go to the bottom, and then you should see it take off with a pretty good speed, the increased speed, like it was fresh and clean. There we go. Yeah, moving much faster than it did before I did that. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. See, we're going to go over a big leaf here, and as you can see, it kind of just goes right out the back. And the leaf is glutton for punishment, so it's going to go ahead and put itself right in front of the robot again, and watch and wait for it. And as you can see, this is a rather large leaf. You saw those rectangle ports that are in the bottom, too small for that leaf to fit in there, so it just spits out the back. All right, so somewhere between 90 minutes and 2 hours or so, it will go to the side, it'll blink purple and stop. That's parking at the side, so you can go ahead and pick it up. So let's go ahead and show you now how to clean it. Bring it to the side. You can open up those 4 flaps. Again, hold in the power button until the lights go out. Nothing much to do with the top cover. Just let the water get out of there, no big deal. Then you can pick up the screen, and after that first emptying, with all that extra muck, I still managed to pick up a pretty good amount of dirt and debris and sand and stuff. So first we're going to clean out the filter, both sides, with the garden hose spray. Clean that out nice. You do want to clean this out thoroughly because algae and stuff will form, from the pool water. So you want to clean this out good with some fresh water from the hose. Clean out the base as much as you can. I usually leave this out in the sun as well for a little while. I think in this video I actually put it together at the end again, but in reality I'm really going to just let this sit out and dry out. But you do want to clean it out good. You'll see that I also take an effort and I clean out those rectangular holes as well, really good. Again, you line up the filter to put it back together after. Let's just assume this was sitting out in the sun and it's now dry, and we put it back together as such. And there we go, and we're ready for next time.